Philosopher here, going to try to do my first recorded character breakdown. I've actually gone through and played a few characters and tested them out, mainly for myself. I just want to go through and learn some characters, take some notes on them. I have a bad memory, so I actually take notes on the characters that I'm learning, and I'm trying to get better at taking my notes. I'm going to try to break this down based off of what I actually saw Sajam do. I learned a lot from him, so I'm going to try to do it that way. That's something that's interesting to you. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more. I actually do other kinds of videos, mainly interviews within the FGC, players, commentators, all kinds of stuff. So look forward to that. That said, I really want to learn Atrocitus. This guy has been very fascinating to me for a while, but I felt like he wasn't my playstyle. Nonetheless, I want to learn this character. Let me make sure there we go. I want to learn this character. I'm going to pick a stage with no stage transitions. And I really want to learn to play this character. I want to learn more about him. Maybe not play him, I just want to know how he works. Don't you taunt me. Cut that out. Anyway, so the first thing that I want to do is go through, look through his moves list, and understand some things. So we're going to look at a few things here. We're going to look at some frame data, look at what moves are good, and try to figure out, starting with his basic attacks, what are the most useful tools. That's what I'm trying to do here, is find out what's the most useful thing. I'm not very familiar to NRS games, to NetherRealm Studios games. I usually play Street Fighter, and I'm not that great, so I just want to learn what are the most useful buttons. So I'm going to start with square. I'm going to start with a 1. And I'm going to look... Oh, that's weird. Hold on, let me take a look at that. Alright, so... And also what I'm going to do here real quick is just find out what moves are cancelable. I can look at this right here. If you look at cancel, it'll tell you in the far bottom right hand side is 19 frames. I have 19 frames to cancel this move, 20 frames to cancel this move. So that's the window of time that I have to actually cancel that. So that's about a third of a second. That's 20 frames out of 60. 60 frames in 1 second. So looking at his the blood swipe? No, it was a low sting. -7. Okay, so all these are safe, of course. Then we get to unsafe stuff. So I'm going to stick with circle. So I want to look for advancing strings. This one moves me forward a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I want to look for moves that move me forward. I want to look for anything that's a low. And I want to look for anything that's an overhead. So already I don't have any overheads or lows with his standard attacks with 1. So I'm going to move forward to the next one. That's 2, or triangle. It's a mid. That's definitely advancing. That has some really good range too. Oh my god. Look at the range on that. Okay, so that's already... I'm going to get my notebook out. I have Evernote. Also, if this is something that is useful to you guys, I will put the notations that I have in the comments. So let me know down below if that's what you want, if you want to have the notations down below, because I'll go ahead and do that as well. So first off, we have forward 1. That is useful. So forward 1. F1. I'm going to put advancing... what is it called? Look here, look here. Advancing basic attacks. Okay, that's going to be number 1. That's what I'm fishing for right now. So we have forward 2. Not forward 1, forward 2. Actually, and if you guys have Evernote, let me know, because I can just share the link, and that'll get less messy in the description. So forward 1. Not backward 1, but just regular forward 1. That's a mid. I'll go ahead and put that in there as well. It's a mid. So it's going to hit even if they're blocking, which is good, because something to keep in mind is any high attack, if they're crouching, it's going to miss, and they're probably going to whiff punish you. That's what's been happening to me a lot. That's also what prompted me to take better notes. Okay, so that is also an advancing mid. That's pretty good. Not as good range. So let's see here. Yeah, it's not as good range, but still very good. And it's also a mid. So we have back 2, also a mid. Let's go ahead and look at the frame data for both of these real quick. I may actually put... that's not that great. I have 2 other better tools already that I found that are better, so I'm not going to even bother with that one. So we've got the Hate Blade. That's -7 on block. That's not safe. But before I say that, let me set up the block. I'm going to find some information here. Block mode. Stance? Hold on. If you guys know how to work the training mode options, please let me know. So, okay, so he's blocked that. So, if I space it properly, I might... Yeah, so... Look at how much space I have between me. So it may still be safe at the right... same case with that. It might be safe if I space it properly. So Hate Blade is -7, so I'm not going to notate anything there. -6 on Lantern Strike. So that is safe. So forward 2 is, for the most part, safe unless there's anything faster than 6 frames. But generally, I think most attacks have a 6-frame startup. He doesn't even have anything that is that fast. So if you're fighting Atrocitus... Oh, wait. Okay, yep, no. So if you're fighting another Atrocitus, and I'm assuming any other slow character like maybe Groot or Bane, El Fuerte, you're probably going to be safe. That's an assumption, so don't quote me on that just yet, but let me look at his special moves. Oh, so Meter Burn Napalm could punish that. So that's the only option that he'd have is this right here. That. Not even old Kitty Cat, I don't think... Yeah, not even Kitty Cat can do anything about that. So, something to keep in mind. So we've got back to forward 2. Back 3 is advancing, but I don't know if I want to put that in there. It actually doesn't have that great of range on it. So that's a little disappointing, but still, I'm sure it's very useful. That's pretty cool, but not what I need. Also, now I'm gonna start looking for lows. Let me see here. Okay, so I can combo up to that. That's useful to know. That's important to keep track of, but for right now, I'm looking for lows. That seems to be the only low basic attack that I have. And that would be obviously an overhead is the forward 3. So let's go ahead and make some notes here. We've got low basic attacks. And we also have overhead basic attacks, which I believe there's only one. So I'm going to do down 3 for low basic attack and forward 3 for basic overhead attacks. Pretty sure I didn't see anything else there. Let me go ahead and skim through here real quick at my basic attacks. And I'm just going to I'm going to squim through these guys, okay? So mid, overhead, forward 3. Mid, throw. Yep. Okay, and let's just take a quick look at his throw and see what happens. That might be juggleable. Not sure. No, it's definitely not. Okay. Alright, so we've got all those. Now it's time to look at the strings. That's the next thing that I want to look at. Most of his stuff right here are mids. I'll go ahead and just check these out one more time before I move forward, just so I know what they look like. Yeah, those are both good. That's my... I don't know if that'd be an anti-air or not. But yeah, so nothing else too important to know. We've got the advancing and we have the overhead. One overhead, one low. I doubt... Okay. Yeah, so this is not cancelable. I didn't think it would be, but I just wanted to double check. Okay, so something I just thought about is I want to go ahead and check to see if any of these moves are cancelable. That's cancelable. Back 2 is cancelable. Forward 2 is cancelable. That's pretty cool. But anyways, alright, so now we've got combo attacks, and I want to look for the same thing here. So I already know what I'm looking for, because I know that my advancing strings are forward 2 and back 2, and I'm going to go ahead and put, let me see here. I'm going to keep an eye on forward 2 strings, or forward 1 strings, excuse me. So let's see here. I'm going to check these out. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Let me pull up the comics here so I can actually see this. But I want to look at the advancing strings. So let me check out all these real quick, just so I can prove myself wrong or right. So that's kind of advancing. Not too much. That's actually pretty good. So I want to know your thoughts on this one, but from what I'm seeing here, this does cover some ground. And my only concern is that it's a high, so I don't really want to add that. I think it's good to note, but I'm going to leave that out of there. Let's look at these. Oh yeah. Sector 666. Yes. Yes, also. Ooh, and that's an overhead. So, these, in my opinion, and okay, so look. 1, this is advancing. 2, it's cancelable. Okay, and I have enough time. Side note here. If you look, there's certain moves. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, so he's actually pretty good about that. Cool. My point is that I can cancel this, meter burn, cancel that into my back 3, and it'll combo. So I can hit confirm that pretty easily. Like, okay, look, I'm gonna press the button. Look at the bottom left. Both my buttons are out before I even finish the animation for the first attack. So I have plenty of time. And let's look at this right here. So forward 1, 2. I have 29 frames. That's basically half a second to cancel into something else. So I can buffer this pretty early. I'm trying to do it as slow as I can right now. Because the beautiful thing about this game that I'm noticing, I'm not familiar, so I have a fresh perspective on this, is that I just need to look at the first hit. If I put in both moves, and this move, if I put in both the buttons in this, I have plenty of time to look to see if that first hit hits and plan accordingly. So say they block, and let me double check this. Say they block my attack. I think the only safe special attack he has is his Napalm Vomit. Yeah. Outside of meter burn, Napalm Vomit is -4. That should be pretty safe. It's -1. So that's super safe. Napalm up vomit, no. That's 38 recovery. No, that's not safe. So, if he were to block, let me see if I can set this dude to random here and try to practice this on the fly. I'm gonna do random combo. I think that will work. So, I'm trying to pull up my chat here because I'm not seeing it. There we go. So, for instance, say that I do the string. He blocked that. I cancel into that. I have plenty of time. And I think it's backward. Okay, yeah. So I have plenty of time. Yeah. Yeah, I have. So I don't have great reflexes, but I do the buttons. I have plenty of time to cancel into one or the other. Whoops. What's going on, GTG Dread McCoy? Thanks for the Atrocitus Breakdown. I'm labbing him now. Oh yeah, he's actually really cool. I was actually kind of intimidated. So just so you know, I said it before, but I'm not super experienced, but I'm trying to break it down so that I can understand it. So I'm taking notes based off of my thought process, and you're welcome to share your thoughts. Anyone who's watching the recording this, share your thoughts down below. But that said, so I was kind of getting on the topic of hit confirming. I had a previous video about this, so I talked about this in more depth, but basically I have this combo, and as long as the first hit connects, I don't have to worry about the second hit. I can already buffer that move. So don't even look at the second attack. Start buffering that move, and the beautiful thing about this is that I can actually buffer the back forward. And it doesn't matter because if the save string is forward 1-2, vomit. So forward 1-2, back forward 2. Only difference for the unsaved string is back forward 1. So exact same buttons, I just switch it up. So that's really, really simple and easy for me to pick up, like just learning this character. So I'm actually going to go ahead and write down those notes. And the way I do this, and again, share your thoughts with me, is, okay, I'm going to go to advancing strings. I'm going to put down sector 666, colon, going to go ahead and put forward 2, or forward 1, comma 2. Then down below that, I'm going to go ahead and put some bullet points. I use Evernote, so I type a lot of points. And so I'm going to put, well, actually, let me look at this frame data real quick to see if it's even safe on block, because I might not need to do that, but the concept still stays the same, but I'm just trying to do this. So it's actually -1 on block. So I don't need to necessarily cancel into my napalm block, because it's safe on block. That's not a that's probably not going to be cancelable. Yeah, that's not cancelable. But the concept still remains of what I was saying. A lot of other characters have strings like that where you can just cancel into it by looking at it and buffering your inputs really fast. Playing on a pad right now, but I can actually play it with a stick as well. I just think it's easier to learn the game on a controller, so that's what I'm going to stick with for right now. So I'm going to put that under advancing strings. I'm going to put colon safe on block. I'm also going to put another bullet point and put can be cancelled into MB for me to burn back 3. Yeah, back 3. Because that's important for me to notate. I wanna keep track of that, because that's something where it's I can easily hit confirm it, put into that, do some crazy shit. And I don't even know this character. I don't know this game. That's just straight off the top of the dome. So, you son of a bitch. So, but yeah. So that can convert into some pretty big damage for a couple of meter. I think it's 2 meter to cancel into that. So I might not want to do that as well. But let me go ahead and move on. Welcome to the stream, whoever just hopped in. Thank you for joining. You knew that? Okay, cool. So I really want to keep this as basic as possible, and talk about some concepts that I don't see being talked about a lot. One of the big things that I don't see is how the buffering works. Like I said before, I did talk about that in the video, but it's a really important concept to learning this game, because I'm coming from Street Fighter, and I look at this game actually as more of a similar input leniency as Dead or Alive 5, because of how early I can put in these buttons. So, just I'll get back to my topic, but I want to move on to you know, Blood of the Rage. I'm going to take some notes and also make a point while I'm doing this. So look at Blood of the Rage. I put in all the inputs before that last input was even put in. I have the ability to do so, but that gets onto the topic of button mashing in this game. Because the leniency is so wide, you actually, I think button mashing is more dangerous in this game because you're going to have some crazy shit come out, like in DOA, if you're just button mashing. You're not going to know, and you're going to learn the game very bad. So, I want to put in Blood and Rage under my advancing strings. Colon, forward 2, forward 1, excuse me. So F1, comma, 2, comma 3. And then I'm going to go below that, put in my bullet points. It's a pop-up attack. So, oh, a launcher. Launcher, I can't spell. Launcher. So, and launchers are important. So let me show you this. I think... Yeah. So, let me see if I can time this right. Yeah, so, that said, so I have this move right here. By itself, not much I can't do anything. Look, I'm gonna hold up. I can't jump until he lands, so I by myself can't do anything, but with the power of Dexstar, this, maybe only in the combo, so or maybe only in the corners, so let me find out. No, I think I can do this. Yeah, and then think back to my advancing strings. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I want to go ahead and, so let me look at my forward. Yeah, here we go. Alright, I got an idea here. I'm gonna try something out here. So, we have a combo, and I love the training mode. I love that I can do this. So, which combo did I have? I had this combo right here. I had Blood and Rage, and I'm gonna go ahead and look at this combo right here. This is another advancing combo. I know it is because it's a 4. It starts with forward 1 or forward 2, excuse me. So that's super advancing, and then it ends with a grab. So I can either do Street Fighter grab, which is light and light, pretty much. If you're used to playing Street Fighter, it's like punch, light, kick, or 1 and 3, or just plus L1. You know, you have a lot of ways of looking at it. If you play another fighting game, I personally recommend you use your knowledge and try to transfer as much information as possible to this one so that you can learn the game faster rather than trying to look at it from a completely different fighting game. So, that out of the way, we have, I don't know if this will work or not, so actually let me see if I can, let me try something here. Let me see here. Alright, let me try this one. Nope. Oh, I think that's it. That might not be a good move to do. But anywho. Let me stop getting ahead of myself. I'm very scatterbrained, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on topic here. So, we have that, and then we have character powers, Dexstar Ball. Can I... Oh, I wish I could put this on there, but I can't. So I'm going to put that on there just as a placeholder, and then I'm going to try this. But if this doesn't work, I'm going to try a back 1-2 combo. Let me see here. So we have 1, 2, 3. So let's try this again. Nope. Oh man, this is hard. Also, you can cancel into your trait. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I'm gonna try one other thing instead. So. When do I time this? Let's see here. So this is where you start putting things together. Because you have a combo that's useful. Aha. So it looks like... First I need to learn how to do this part. So... Whoops. So pretty much as soon as that last hit moves, I need to go ahead and press circle. Something to keep in mind is that some of the characters... Dr. Fate is another one. He seems to be another one. Like, my trait... Like, using Dexstar does not... Like, I can do a combo... and he can do his own thing as long as I hit that button. Doesn't matter when. If he's out, that comes out. And that, for me, that personally messes with my mind because every button that I press, I assume is going to affect like my animation in some sort. So that kind of boggles my mind a little bit that Dexstar works independently of me. Whoa, what did I just do? But yeah, so I can be holding up and he just does his own thing. Anywho, all the tangents aside. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try something else here. So there's some stuff I can do there. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but you can kind of get the idea of how you go through when you play with those. So I want to go back to the advancing strings and not get too far ahead of myself and get caught up in one. So I want to register it in my head. Oh, okay, I thought I heard something. All the useful strings here, and I've got a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to try to speed this along. Damn, he's got a lot of combos. I'm going to leave these for right now because that's the Dexstar combos. But these are Power of the Rage. These are all his Dexstar combos. So, I know I have 1, 2, 3 right there. I know I have this right here. That's an overhead. So that's worth mentioning as well. So, we've got Freshly Dead. Colon 1, 2. Easy enough. Or forward 1, 2, excuse me. Forward 1, 2. Bullet point, overhead. Is it cancelable? No, it is not. So not worth notating that. Gonna move on to return to Gismont. Input is forward 2, comma, to, comma, I'm gonna do grab because that's how my mind's gonna register that. Let's see here, useful things to notate. Well, it's a grab. Oh wait, this is 4411 or 4422. Excuse me, 22. Grab both mids. Let me see if this comes out when he's blocking. That's important to know. Always. Grab is blockable. So I'm gonna do a dash or a tab under that. First, it's a grab, and put grab is blockable. That's good to know because certain command grabs, they only come out, if they're blocking. This one is the opposite. All right, so we have 4422. 4422. I'm guessing it is cancelable. Okay, so we have Empire of Tears, colon, forward 2, comma 2. It is cancelable. Hard to say. Cancelable. Oh wait, no. Okay, half a second to cancel it. That's good. It is -4 on block, so it's safe on block. Safe on block. I think I might have mentioned that one before. Did I? No, that was forward 1, 3. Okay. All right. So now. Blood Ritual is a overhead. So, Blood Ritual. It is 4/2. And I don't know if you caught this before, Dread McCoy, but I am typing this up into a document. I can share that if you need to. So let me know. I can post a link in the comments. It's getting kind of lengthy, so I don't know if I want to, you know, just put the whole thing in there. So 4/2/2/3. Control Shift B for bullet points. Overhead. Let me look at it. Oh! Wait. Whoa! So wait a minute. 4/2/2/3. What? Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so look. So something else about this move is it's 3 buttons but 4 hits. So 4/2/2/3. Something to note is that it is cancelable on 3rd hit. Cancelable on 3rd hit. Not 4th hit. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that for myself. It's kind of common sense, but sometimes common sense is not always common. So 4/2/2/3 is safe. So look at this. I guarantee it's not safe on block. It's -15. So you can make it safe. Don't quote me on that. Hold on. Damn it. Yes, you can make it safe by canceling the 3rd hit. So you got 3 hits to hit confirm that thing. By the 3rd hit, you should know if it's safe or not. So you can make that safe by canceling the 3rd hit. Otherwise, the 4th hit is -16. That's pretty punishable by most of the roster normally. So that's important to note. Oh, welcome to the channel, Little Wolf King. Whoa, that is a long name. Pod Effects Fanboy. I'm gonna have to go in just a little bit. My timer is actually going off here, but I'm gonna finish just at least the strings. I think there's like maybe one more. Yeah, Bloodbath, I think is the last one. So I have Blood Ritual. Let me look at my notes here. I have Blood Ritual, overhead, cancelable on 3rd hit. I'm gonna make that a little bit more safe. Can be made safe. Can be made safe by canceling into 3rd hit on block. Okay, so we have that. And then we have Bloodbath. Okay, Bloodbath. Something to keep in mind that I do want to mention is that that is a high. So, if they were... let me see here. To duck it. Oh, snap. Hold on. I gotta send to, Okay, well see, it goes over his head, so I could get punished for that. So that's something to keep in mind, is that you want to pay attention to if he's crouching or standing, because if he's standing, you know, he's gonna, this is when the mind games, I assume, come up, because look, you're fighting this guy, this is an overhead. You can't block an overhead crouching, you can only block it standing. So if you're playing an experienced person, he's going to assume, actually that 3rd hit's an overhead too, so you shouldn't have that happen at all. So that's something to really think about. That's interesting. You ready for dinner? Okay. I'll be done in a minute.
No, it'll be a minute.
Okay. So that's really good. So if he somehow does block that 3rd hit, he does have to already be crouching. No, he has to be standing. So that 3rd hit should hit. So that's interesting. So there's some mind games there. So in theory, if you block that 3rd hit, unless you're doing this repeatedly, if you're doing this, he may crouch and let you whiff punish and punish you. So you have to be aware of that if you're going to be using this regularly, because you will get punished by being crouched. Otherwise, you go into the mind game of doing the fourth hit, and it is negative 16 on block, negative 15 on block. So, like, you know, look at the start up on. Let me see here. I could do this right here, possibly. I don't know how to utilize the training mode properly right now, and I gotta head out in just a second. But that's just something to keep in mind. That I don't want to get you guys building up bad habits. So these are useful tools, but you have to use them under the right situations. And that's where, like, I'm new and I'm trying to learn this game efficiently. That's why I'm making these videos, mainly for myself, because I can go back and look at my breakdowns, but also for anyone else who might want to learn this way. So that said, back to this move right here. So let's look at the frame data on this move. If you have any questions about frame data, I am an animator, so I can explain frame data pretty well, or I was an animator. That's what my bachelor's degree is in animation. So if you have any questions about frame data, you can personal message me, you can hit me up on Twitter. I should have some links down below, so just let me know if you need me to break that down, or if you want me to make a video about it specifically for MK or for Street Fighter. I can do that. It's easier because the frame data is here on Injustice, but I love talking about frame data, so I don't mind that. Anywho, back to 3, Bloodbath. That's an advancing combo. He has a lot of advancing combos. Most characters don't. So he can cover a lot of ground from far range. So it is negative 8, so it's kind of unsafe. But it is cancelable, and I don't know if he has any other what is this move? That's a oh, this is a low. This is a low. That's important to keep note of, because that goes back to this mind game. I'm sorry I'm tangenting here, but I really want to mention this stuff. So it is kind of slow on the startup, but this character has a lot of high-low mix-ups, it looks like. I could be wrong. He doesn't really have any command grabs that I know of, but he's a slow character. He does have some projectiles. He has a lot of advancing combos, so he can get across the screen pretty well while covering a good amount of the screen, I feel like. But this is a low. That isn't something to keep in mind of, because say you have Dexstar out. Say you have Dexstar out. You know, for some reason you can't go closer. You're trying to zone him out a little bit. Those are mids. So that's important to note. So he can block that crouching. Yeah, he should be able to block that crouching. But or standing. But say, you know, this person is way across the screen and he thinks he can just hold back to block. If you use it sparingly, oh well, that's not gonna come out on its own. He's gonna block it. But you could potentially, I think I saw some people do this before. If you have Dexstar out, you could, how do I do it? Yeah, you could do something like that and get across your screen. Or you could just do like this, what is it? That thing right there, you should be able to get it out somehow. What is going on? I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna butcher this, but Adrianostrio 58. What's up? But yeah, so last combo is the back 2-3. It's nothing too great, but on its own. But it is cancelable. Also, if they block it, it is negative 8. But let's look at that block. Let's look at that block. Look at the distance here. There's some good distance. How do I Oh, you know what? I got an idea, guys. I got an idea. Record. Okay, let me try this again. Record playback. Record. Yes. I want to do back to 3. And then I want to block. Okay. Now, I want to play this. Oh look, is it doing it? Okay. Now I want to go to AI options. Human. Shit. I don't know how to do this. Actually, you know what? Here, I got an idea. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can do this real quick, just so I can make my point, and then I'll head out. Okay, so we have that. Let me do it one more time to make sure I block properly. Okay, that's me blocking. AI options, play back. So keep in mind, like I'm fighting Atrocitus, his fastest move, oh that's pretty bad, is a 10 startup. No. We have the low sting. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do low sting. Oh shit. Okay, so see, now his string, oh wait a minute, you know what? Yeah, his string is -8, but because of, I guess, the spacing, my move doesn't come out probably until like the 8th or 9th frame, so it is technically unsafe, but the spacing helps to keep it safe. So the frame data, you can't always adhere to the numbers that you're seeing to be able to rely on if it's safe or not. You have to test it out. Obviously, these training tools are somewhat useful. That's just like one example. Again, I don't know this training options too well. So back to the move. Yeah, -8. Let me see if I have anything faster than that. I don't think I have anything faster than that. So, something to kind of notate. Shut up, you. Something to notate. So we have... You son of a bitch. We have Bloodbath. Okay. I'm gonna type that in. Actually, guys, I'm gonna share the link with you on live before I leave, if you're still in here. But let me go ahead and type this out. I have some other notes in here as well. And I haven't completed my list. So I don't know if it'll update as I type in more stuff, but I'll share it with you. So we have Bloodbath. It is back 2, comma 3. Gonna put in some bullet points here. It is can be made safe by canceling, or I'll put just a cancelable. If I can spell it. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. Alright. Spacing may make move safe on certain opponents. You know, keep in mind, certain characters have way faster frame data than this character. His fastest normal is I think 7. So other characters have a 6 frame normal. So they might be able to punish it. It might be kind of like a situation with a 3 frame versus a 4 frame character in Street Fighter V. Not positive, still learning. So again, if anyone watches this video, let me know. That said, before I head out, let me share this link and then let me know if you have any questions that I can try to answer before I go. Copy URL. Here we go. I'll post that right there. If this is something that you did find useful, again, press like on this video so that I can know that this is actually somewhat useful to you. I'll do more character breakdowns because I want to have a complete list of notes of every character. I'm not planning on playing every character, but I do find this enjoyable to do for myself, and I also, when I do this, even if I never play Atrocitus, I know how he works, and that actually helps me devise a defensive strategy against beating him. So I can learn a lot from this. So I also want you guys to learn. Oh, I should do this one right here. I don't know if that's worth it. But anywho, so thank you guys so much. I'm gonna hop off, get some dinner, and then get some more work done. I actually have an interview coming out tonight or early tomorrow morning with Rob TV. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, go check him out. I have him on my channel. We talk about some really important topics for getting better at fighting games in general, specifically Street Fighter V, but you can apply this to anything, any fighting game, or also in other areas of your life. So something to keep in mind. I'm going to catch you guys later, and thanks for watching.